Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Souls Intersect. I have your September of 2016 intuitive tarot reading. I'm using a larger spread this time. I wanted you to get a feel for what my private readings are like. Obviously, for those, I'd be answering a specific question or questions of yours, but I tend to use a larger spread when I do, so I wanted you to get a feel for that. I am running two promotions right now. So for a 20-minute intuitive tarot reading, it's down to $35. And for the past life reading, it's also $35. You can book either of those through the link in the description. And there's also a sample past life reading to give you an idea of what that's like. All right, so the card on the right that's propped up is from the bottom of the deck. It's going to be a theme that is woven through the reading. I'll come back to it because I'm not picking up on anything quite yet from that. I'm going to see what else comes up for me in this reading. Okay, so for some of you, there is a King of Pentacles person. It definitely feels like a person that is very central to your life right now for whatever reason. For some of you, it's a romantic interest. I also got husband. I heard that. So some of you are already in a relationship with this person, and for some of you, I do feel like it could be a love interest. I'm getting the sense that this person is struggling a bit with something right now, possibly some sort of decision. I'm already seeing with the Four of Pentacles on the right from the bottom of the deck that there's a sense of taking time out. I see one of the swords in the Two of Swords in the bottom right-hand corner, pointing to that, and one pointing to the King of Pentacles. And the feeling is that there is something that this person is struggling with right now. I get health for some, definitely financial or work-related stuff for someone else. And that one is really strong. I think that may be why it's so central to some of your lives right now, because I feel like it may have to do with financial stability. But this Two of Swords, this person and you and anyone involved, it really is being called upon to take a bit of a time out to try to recuperate in some way, because it's feeling like the load is just too heavy. There's too much fire energy. It feels like just this burning the candle at both ends sort of feeling, complete exhaustion, possibly working multiple jobs I'm getting from for some of you. And this Two of Swords is trying to bring in this healing energy. It's pointing to this Four of Pentacles, which I'm picking up on as resting, stopping and trying to get grounded and get a feel for the foundation that you do have, because it's almost like trying to have gratitude for what you do have, what you already do have beneath you, and trying to enjoy that and get grounding from it to help ease some of the burden that this Ten of Wands, this person carrying this bundle is causing. It's a lot of burdensome energy, very, very heavy. I also I'm feeling some family conflict for some people, so possibly not related to finances, but some family conflict. It could be immediate family, so some issues with maybe your own children or family members living with you, but also maybe extended family, sorting something out in a state, something along those lines. The Six of Pentacles on the left in this row is positive. It also it's highlighting what the topic may be about for some of you. So the strongest one is financial, and it does feel like there's a sense of balance that is in order, that is maybe not happening yet with this Ten of Wands energy, but is in order and is hopefully and possibly coming forward soon. But for others, I do get the sense that That's also coming up as sort of like a juggling of finances. So again, that idea of multiple jobs or moving money around to try to make something work. And it feels like it could actually be both the health issue and financial issue for some of you. That maybe because of a health issue, money is having to be moved around. I'm actually getting with this Four of Pentacles the possibility of completely using up a savings account or even taking out a second loan or selling a house to try to help with this. It does feel like a health issue for someone. This may just be one person specifically. It could also be some other sort of crisis. I'm hearing crisis. It could even be just like mildly health related, even sending someone to recovery or something like that. So maybe where finances were not scarce, but limited, and it's such an expensive thing, but very important to someone's mental or physical health, that you may need to tap into some resources that you didn't want to. I feel a lot of positive energy though with the Six of Pentacles around this. So it feels like it could eventually get balanced. And I'm just hearing like don't hesitate, because it does feel like there's something maybe immediate for some of you. For some of you, it feels like it could be related to education too. I'm seeing that the Hierophant and the World together, the blending of the two is feeling like getting someone through graduation, getting someone through a final year of school. It may be something like that, not quite as serious as the health issue. And it does feel like, I'm kind of getting the sense that it may feel like a sacrifice now to spend, but it feels like there's a reward in the end. So I just feel that kind of don't hesitate energy. I feel like what you put out there will come back to you. I feel a lot of positive energy around that. Obviously, not a financial consultant or anything, but it does feel like hope is there and the possibility to recover assets or to recover a lot of this. Okay. Looking at the top row, so it's interesting because I don't feel that you are this King of Pentacles person. I feel that the burden is on someone else. It could be a father for some of you too, or a partner. I want to come back to the idea of the romantic interest too in a moment. So I will get to that towards the end, because that's going to be most likely some other viewers. So I will come back to that. But the top row is coming through for me. I feel that you, Aquarius, are coming up as this Nine of Pentacles. And the sense is that you may have this partner or this other person that you're dependent on who you see as the king, but you have a lot of resources too. And talents and creativity. And I feel like there's also a possibility for you to maybe recover some of that money through doing something independent on your own. I'm hearing independent consultant. I'm also really feeling creative type stuff, doing something creative to make some extra money to help recover that. And it feels like the only thing getting in the way of it is this Knight of Swords with the back to it and the Knight of Pentacles with the back with its back to it. Those are coming up for me as energies, not so much people, though they may be children. They may be two children for some of you, especially in this married scenario with the family issues. But I feel that for you, Aquarius, wanting to do this independent endeavor, maybe you don't know about it yet, or maybe you haven't gotten to that point yet, but the energy is there supporting that. These two negative influences that, I don't mean to make that sound dark, but just two things that maybe you're letting get in the way of it. One is not wanting to, again, put the money out there because you're concerned you won't get it back, but it doesn't feel like you need a lot for whatever this is. It feels like there may be ways for you to get the energy out, put something out to get stuff in return without too much money, even if you're trying to do creative marketing that's not too expensive, social media, things like that. The Knight of Swords feels like you don't want to speak up about this. That maybe you feel like maybe this King of Pentacles person will not like the idea, or you may not have quite enough confidence around it too, is what I'm getting. But it it's two knights with their back to it, and so they are feeling like obstructions. And they're going to be in the realm, if those two scenarios didn't sound right, they're going to be in the realm of the material aspect of it and the mental aspect of it. Those are two things that may be getting in the way of a possible independent endeavor that really could deliver to you at least some of what you need, or at least help you recover at least some of what you need. Okay. Now, coming back to the King of Pentacles as a romantic interest, I feel that the Four of Pentacles is coming up as a block. It feels like, in this case, this person also still may be dealing with some sort of burden, or just has too much on their plate, is busy with something and trying to balance their time between the passion and the material aspect of their life, or their work aspect. It feels like that's the only reason there's a block right now. So this, again, that's if it's a romantic interest that maybe you're pursuing, or something that was moving forward that feels like there was a stop. That's the reason for the block. That's the information that I'm getting. It's because I get the sense that you feel it maybe was personal, that you maybe did something wrong, and you've got some defenses up with those knights in front of you. But you don't need them. I feel that this King of Pentacles person sees you as this Nine of Pentacles, sees you as independent, creative, really vibrant and positive, and just able to hold your own, not in need of any of that kind of defense. And that's all you. It feels like any worry that this maybe this halting or this stagnancy, any worry that that's about you, it's not true. It feels like this person it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's not personal. This person only holds you in a high regard, but is just dealing with some things on their own. Looking at the bottom row too, I also feel like there may be some time that's needed to begin a new cycle. There may be a little bit of a timeout. Again, it's not personal to you though. Some of it's related to their work and trying to balance a lot of what they're doing. Some of it may have to do with some other things, processing some things to do with relationships, but again, not personal to you. I feel that the message is very strong to let you know that it's not about you. There's a cycle that's ending, and there's definitely energy there for a new positive one to begin again. I feel like this person has to break down some barriers of their own. I feel that they also have some defenses up, and some of it's related to what they feel they have the ability to do. It's like a little bit similar to confidence, but maybe also there's some limits. They're perceiving some limits. I'm getting that from the Hierophant too. They're perceiving some limits, but they're not really there. And I think that they'll come to a point where they embrace more of this Two of Swords energy from the bottom right, where they'll block out some of these perceptions, these perceived limits, and bring in, sort of just follow their heart instead. That's what it feels like. There's definitely hope with this person, because we have the World right beneath him. And the idea of the cycle with the World card is really coming into play too. I feel like maybe a cycle has ended, but I definitely think a new one will begin. We don't see the Death card or the Ten of Swords or anything like that. So a lot of positive energy there too. Okay, Pisces, so I am going to wrap this up here. If you're interested in a private reading, remember that it's just $35 for the 20-minute intuitive tarot reading. That's a video reading. If you're interested, please email me at soulsintersect@gmail.com. Thank you.